Hey y'all, Seawolf Kayak Adventures here, doing an unboxing video. I just got a bunch of new stuff this month from Crossbone Outfitters. Crossbone Outfitters is a veteran-owned business based out of Florida. What their basic premise is kind of like craft beer. You know, you go to some place and you get all the cool little microbrews and everything else. So they're doing the same thing for the fishing world, all right? All these little garage companies that are making hard lures or pouring their own soft plastics or, you know, making rods, any of this stuff, there's going to be a place to showcase their products all on one website, one shipping fee, and that way you're not going to 20 different websites, you know, and it's the stuff you're not going to find at Bass Pro Shops, or you're probably not going to find at your local tackle shop unless they're locals. So it's someplace you can go online, get all of the cool new baits that none of the fish in your area have seen, one checkout, one shipping cost, and it's there at your house, 2 days, priority shipping. So let's get into this. One of the things they carry, Woo Tungsten. I've been using this for a little while now. Pretty impressed with it. It doesn't chip. Variety of weights, everything else. They come in decent sized packages. You not only get one or two, you do in the heavier weights, but smaller ones like the 3/8, excuse me, they're still giving you 3 of them, you know. They got the new green pumpkin color in the drop shot. No other manufacturer that I know of is doing that, so that's kind of cool. So I got the 1/8 ounce, the 3/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, and the 1/8 ounce in drop shot, and then a couple of each because I go through a lot of tackle. Lake Havasu, where I do a lot of my fishing, has a lot of man-made fish structure, which basically means you're going to have a ton of breakoffs. So the other product that they just started carrying this month, Pro Point fishing lures. They're pouring their own soft plastics, US made. They have one in particular called the Bug. Okay, it's about a 3-inch bait, and I keep my colors simple. I'll go with one dark color and then one natural color. So these are kind of a craw pattern. So I got the watermelon red flake, and then I got black and blue, you know, blue flake. If there's a little bit of sunshine out, it's nice to have a little bit of flake in your baits. That little extra sparkle might just entice that bait. If the sun's not out, the sparkle in the bait's not going to hurt you. So it doesn't hurt you at all to have that in. Another one they've got is these razor baits. This is the 6-inch Big Mama in an 8-pack. These baits are only like $5 or $6 per package. I mean, and so they're reasonable, and you're getting a decent amount of baits. You know, they're not only giving you like 5. Okay. So again, natural colors. My idea on this one was to drag it along on a Carolina rig or something like that, fishing points. Right now in Havasu, our water temperature is approaching 90 degrees. Air temperature is like 115, 120. So I'm fishing deep. You know, I'm working grass line edges, I'm working a drop shot, or I'm working a Carolina rig, something like that. So what I got these for was to run on a sea rig. Just a big fat profile bait that's going to create a lot of movement and everything else in the water. They are scented, everything else. Garlic, definitely a garlic. So it's basically just a large curl-tailed grub. A lot of red flake in this one, so that'll be pretty nice. Let's see what these other ones smell like. Pro Point bugs. Not a super strong scent. Almost more of a coffee or something. You can see how this one's shaped. Just a regular creature craw bait. The other thing I like doing here, I throw a lot of like swim baits, weighted swim hooks, things like that. You know, not the fancy hard bait ones that are $50, $60, but just, you know, soft jerk baits type things. So they had this one, Razor Baits makes it, and it's basically just a 6-inch or 5-inch, 5 1/4 inch fluke style bait. Again, natural color. We're trying to emulate the sunfish, you know, bluegills, green sunfish, things like that. They're feeding heavy on right now because they're all hunkered down in the weed lines, and they're ambushing these as they come through. So this matched the hatch. Whew. Oof. That'll attract some fish. So like I was saying, split tail fluke. It'll be pretty nice. This is that razor baits. Also from Pro Point, you got these new jig heads. I got them in black and blue. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that on camera, but they did one of my favorite things on a jig head, and that is to make a recessed line tie. Hopefully that comes out on camera. It's less snags, everything else. And it's still got the wire keeper and everything on there, so it'll hold your bait on better. It won't get shredded up as much. It's got a good wide gap to it. You can use a decent sized bait. It's got a sharp hook. Not the sharpest. I mean, Gamakatsu, it's hard to beat Gamakatsu, but Gamakatsus are sharper. But this sticks. So that part will be okay. I've been throwing the trapper tackle 3-4 months now. I found them in some situations to be really, really good hooks. Okay, I throw 3s and 5s more than anything else. I was running out of 3s, so I picked up another couple packages. What you want to throw these on is small Senkos. The 4-inch, the 5-inch, the smaller diameter, longer tickler finesse style worms that are 6-7 inch, something like that. You don't want to use these on heavy creature baits, you know, the big fat beaver tails or anything like that, or the really big, like the old monster worms, where it's a really big fat bait. What I found is the actual trapper area of the hook, the bait will get stuck in there, and that means the fish won't get stuck in there. So for the right application, these hooks are awesome. Some applications, they're not so good. Gamakatsu, regular round bends, you can't beat that hook. They're awesome. All right, that should do it. So replenished my stock of tungsten, trying out a couple new baits. Got the refill on trapper tackle. Should be pretty good. All right. See you Wolf Kayak Adventures. Thanks for tuning in.